Hello, I'm Sheila Shoup, and I have the privilege today of speaking with Tim Koirtyohann. Tim is VP of Talent Acquisition with Sunbelt Rentals. Welcome, Tim.
Hey, Sheila.
It's good to talk to you today. I'd like to ask you a few questions about COVID, and I think the first one being specifically, how has COVID impacted your ability to search for and find candidates?
You know, that's a great question. I would probably start with what hasn't changed. I think it's super important right now to remember the importance of connecting with people, especially at a time and being a little understanding about where people are at, while still holding true to your values of recruiting around qualifications and expectations and things like that. But what has impacted it, obviously, there's a few more people depending on your industry, which can be both a blessing and a curse because you're probably getting a lot of traffic from people that aren't the right fit as they just try and grasp at anything. Certainly what LinkedIn has done around putting banners about people that are being open to networking and looking has been good. So you know, we're seeing a lot more job traffic at a time where there's probably fewer opportunities.
That makes sense. And I really especially appreciate you pointing out that it's still about connection, that has not changed. So good point. And those LinkedIn banners do definitely stand out as you're running through LinkedIn, that's for sure. How has COVID impacted your interview and your hiring process?
Right. So Sunbelt is an essential business. We're still operating. We've done some really great pivots with curbside service and things like that. So we're still having some portion, obviously, in person, where other organizations may strictly be doing more remote interviewing. We're not doing that as much. But I do think it's a really great time in a high volume recruiting atmosphere like us to really deliver a lot of hands-on value that as we come out of the COVID situation, we'll be able to show the value proposition of that, right? So really getting in there and showing that connectivity, as we were talking about with people, being more hands-on and really delivering value to your hiring managers. It's a great time to start thinking about the strategy and transactional improvements you can make. And I think you'll see some of these things stick around if you do it right.
Gosh, I saw a question posed this week, and it was specifically about, you know, now you're interviewing with masks. How do you, as a manager, hiring manager, make your candidates feel comfortable with a mask on?
Yeah, I think that makes people more comfortable because they know you care about their safety and things. And we're a safety-driven culture, so safety is a big deal. And I think, you know, again, when you're having to interview at some point in person, because you're going to go in and you need to see a shop in the case of a mechanic or something like that. But to know that it's a facility that's going to take care of you and protect you and provide you PPE, to me, it's a selling point.
That's good. I like that. What is one way that a candidate can stand out to an employer?
Well, I think, you know, it's funny. I do a lot of college recruiting, and the first thing I do is say, follow the process. It's amazing how many people don't follow the application process. I'll be networking with people, and I'll say, hey, do this, go apply here, and they don't do it, right? Even people that are just in networking worlds. Certainly, you should be working your network, but a big part of it is following through on what you're told. But aside from that, using the LinkedIn banners, if you're blue collar or gray collar who are not on LinkedIn, it's a great time to get on it. Those of you that are already on it, I would talk about content, and it's important not to just put content up there. And it's really got to be targeted and meaningful towards what you're looking to do. Update your profile with the appropriate keywords for the opportunities that you're interested in, and treat it like a business plan. You know, if you were going to build a business, who would you target? What would they be interested in? And how can you maximize that? I think that's the biggest thing, right? And then go out and do it. You know, when you're looking for a job, that is your job.
That's exactly right.
And every day. every day you have to work it. It's hard. I'm not without empathy for those that are out in that situation. I'm grateful for the opportunities Sunbelt has given us. Yeah, I mean, that's the hard slog to get through, but you got to do it.
Sure, you are your own business at that moment, and you are selling your brand, yourself. It's a good
Yeah,
point.
I think that's so accurate. So.
Well, Tim, I appreciate your time today. Thank you so much for taking a moment to tell us from your perspective how LinkedIn has affected really both the employer and the candidate. And we look forward to hearing from you further. You take care.
Thanks. Take care.
Bye-bye.